Happy day. Just the other day, a lady approached me. I was in the airport in Vancouver, Canada, and she came up and said, "Hey, are you Mr. Right Edition? You are, aren't you?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "Thank you so much for doing what you do, because you say things that people like me are scared to say. There's human rights, there's police, there's neighbors. If I said anything the other day, I saw you talking about Indians and how they treat their dogs. That was like a couple of days ago. And if I ever said that, and I've always wanted to say it, somebody would lock me up." And I said, "I don't think so. Come on, take a deep breath. You got to do what you got to do to help your country." And you get a lot of flack. I said, liberals, left-wing whacks, they watch our show all of the time and send in nasty little notes, but you got to kind of do that. And in my case, it's okay, because I promise I'll never run for public office, because I don't want anything from anyone. I just want to help the nation. And again, she thanked me and re-thanked me, and that was very, very nice. And she did say on her way out there, "I hope you're safe." I said, "Safe?" She said, "Well, you can't even have a gun in this country." And I said, "Well, whatever. Thanks for all of your concerns, and thank you for all of your comments, everybody." Prison inmates are suing the federal government. Everybody sues the federal government. I'm still talking Canada. And why not? Because they always win. The government in Canada, the government of the day, they mess up all of the time. No matter what they do, people sue them, most often again successfully. I mean, you know what? The inmates are in charge of the asylum. The political landscape there is just unbelievable. Here's an Ottawa judge recently has struck down the Conservative government's mandatory victim surcharge as being unconstitutional. I mean, anybody with a mind knew this was coming. It wasn't long ago the Conservative government said, "Hey, if you go to court, you get a charge, or a fine rather, with a charge attached to it. We get some too," and they come up with a surcharge. They're always looking for a way to tax it. It's another form of penalizing. There's already a system in place. Go do your business, and don't keep fooling around. The surcharge amounted to cruel and unusual punishment. I mean, quit fighting with your own people and make things better for your people. Here's a guy. He was featured on CNN recently about fugitives, and his name was Charles Mazdur, if I'm saying that correctly. He was wanted in San Diego for lewd acts upon a child younger than 14. He was a pervert, and he should have been put down. In any event, he was arrested, he was put in jail, and he was killed the first day he was there by another inmate. Good. Just saying. Here's a 21-year-old man who accidentally killed himself with a loaded gun. He was taking a picture of himself with his iPhone, and somehow or another the gun went off, and he accidentally shot himself in the head and died. I mean, that's a tragedy, but good grief. Taxi drivers in Sacramento, California are very upset now over a new law that requires them to pass a two-part test on English and math. Kind of sounds reasonable to me. In any event, city officials claim that the new ordinance was based on the thousands and thousands of complaints that they got from passengers weekly. And I think I was one of those, because I have taken cabs before in Sacramento, and it's unbelievable. I mean, nobody speaks my language. English ain't their first language, and passengers just can't communicate with the driver. So far, 18 out of 28 taxi drivers have failed the test. 18 out of 28. Kind of a message there too, isn't there? Blah! Learn the language, when in Rome, a whole bunch of stuff like that. I think you all know that. You come back, please. Tomorrow we're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.